Hello, Ginny.
Hey Angie, oh, thank you
Hi.
so much for agreeing to have a little chat about the coaching process.
You're very welcome.
Um, it's been so lovely having like the coaching session with you, and I just wanted to ask you firstly why you came to me in the first place. What problem did you want to solve?
Gosh, yeah, camera confidence, definitely. I think, my whole life I've never been, well, no, actually that's not true. But when I was younger, I was fine with the camera, but I think because I've had facial injuries and ill health and I've been through quite a lot, with people being quite critical of my appearance. And so I think it's made me sort of very, very self-conscious when somebody points a camera at me or somebody points a video camera at me, that I just suddenly become very self-aware and awkward. So I just really, and obviously now we're in the age where everything is public, everything is on Facebook Live or videos and Instagram. So I needed to find a way to overcome those fears, and to learn some techniques so that I can come across in a much more sort of confident and steady way, instead of being awkward and conscious. So, and I knew that you were the expert in this field, so I thought I'd take you up on that wonderful offer to come and have a session with you. So
Oh,
yeah.
so yeah, my pleasure. And how did you find the coaching session, the whole process?
Oh, fantastic. I think you explained everything so well. And I think from my perspective, I thought there was a lot more um I don't quite sure the word to use, but the much more technical aspects of it. But a lot of what you talked about was how we feel we come across. So if we're feeling awkward or if you're feeling self-conscious, then that really shows on the video. So it's kind of has a negative effect and
Mhm.
doesn't produce the results that we really want because of the inner dialogue, the self-talk, that, oh my gosh, I'm not coming across very well, I'm pulling funny faces. And I have had, I mentioned before, I had facial injuries, so I know my face does funny things. And I have got so many quirks, but I'm learning from what we talked about. I'm learning to embrace that. You talked about creating a mantra. I've got a few versions of it. So I'm kind of, but it's along the lines of, my quirks. um well, let I read it out. um I'm a people magnet. I decided on,
Oh, I love
because
that.
I'm funny enough, my dad said something yesterday, that I've always been good at connecting with people. So I think when it's face to face, I can connect, but somehow having an inanimate object such as a camera, I see the camera, I don't see the person behind it. So yeah, so I was trying to think of an I am statement. So I put, I am a people magnet and my quirks allow others to be their authentic selves, because I can be very self-conscious about my own quirks. But after talking to you, it's about learning to embrace who you are. And that's our personality, that's our character, and that's what needs to come across. Whereas a lot of times I feel like when I've been on video, my character doesn't come across because I'm so awkward. So I
Yeah,
feel like this has really got me thinking
amazing.
about how to take selfies, how to, and also not to be anxious about feeling vain. Because I come from, I think, I don't know, don't want to stereotype, but sort of a northern thing. My family is kind of, oh, don't be vain. Who do you think you're? The kind of the sort of comments that kind of come out of, is if you're not meant to show off. Whereas we are in that world now where we do need to shine and we do need to put our best selves forward. So it's getting rid of all the self-talk. So
Exactly. Oh,
yeah.
amazing. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remembered all that. That's brilliant.
I know. You taught it so well, obviously.
Oh,
So,
fantastic. Because we get
mm,
so kind of caught up in that, don't we? That it is ultimately about retraining the way you think about things and just, retraining your mind, your mindset, to just refocus on something different rather than that awkwardness. And when you focus on that thing that you really want to happen or the thing that you want to focus on, then that comes across.
exactly. And I think one of the things that really stuck in my head that you said was that you know, sometimes we can wonder about the masses, you know, because obviously social media can be very cruel. So we can think, oh, there's some people, there's going to be, no matter how beautiful you are. I mean, even Princess Catherine gets, you know, ridiculed for certain things, and you think she's amazing, she's beautiful. So, you know, there's always people who are gonna, as you know, haters gonna hate kind of thing. But it's about not worrying about that. It's about thinking about the person who you want to hear your message and being able to reach out to them. And if it's just one person, then that's the key, you know, that's the goal. So I think it's sort of really sort of turning things on their head and reframing the thought patterns,
Yeah.
so that you can then think, right, for this one person, I'm just going to show up.
Yeah.
Haven't done it yet. I've yet to do a Facebook Live. I've yet to do videos, but I feel like I'm working towards it, and I'm starting to think about, you know, having more of a strategy when I'm out and about, thinking, like, what's the image I want to get? What do I want to portray? What colors do I want in the background? All these sort of different aspects that you talked about. So
Good, good.
exciting.
And it's all practice.
Your
You'll get
practice.
there. Exactly.
Right, yeah,
Exactly. It's all good. So
definitely.
amazing. So, I guess, what things have you implemented so far, would you say?
Yeah, implemented. Yeah, I think just small baby steps. I think just you know, looking at the dialogue. So I've been sort of trying to shift my self-talk around how I look on camera. So that's probably one the biggest thing. And then just planning to take photographs. You know, I think I mentioned earlier that, you know, sometimes I can go to an event and get so caught up in the event that I don't even take a single photograph. So it's just having that kind of awareness that there are certain things that I want, you know, I'd love to have certain, you know, photographic memories of a particular occasion that you can then put on social media and connect with people, rather than coming away with nothing. So I think it's yeah, so yeah, just to make a start, just to start playing with it. Because I think one of the words you use instead of homework, it's play work.
Yes.
I think kind of having fun with something rather than feeling, gosh, this is awkward and it's a chore.
Yeah.
Just, you know, because I'm sure people do, because, you know, there's a lot of people on Instagram and TikTok who spend hours and hours and hours practicing their poses, kind of looking for the right angle and you know, their best side and
Yeah.
how they're going to come across. So I think it's just taking steps to implement various things to then sort of build my brand, I guess. Yeah,
That's it. It's baby steps,
baby steps.
because these things don't happen overnight.
Oh, that's right. You know, and yeah, I mean, I'm not a spring chicken, you know, so it's kind of, I've gone so long having terrible photos of myself. So it's, you know, and even an event I went to recently, there were some nice photographs. I thought, oh, actually, I look all right on those. So
Brilliant.
it just depends on the angle and you know, how I'm feeling as
Yeah.
to how, you know, the photographic evidence comes across. So
Yeah, and
I'm
also how you
talking about,
feel
I don't know, I'm
about
talking about it as evidence.
but also how you feel about yourself over time will change as well, and you'll look at yourself in a different way than you used to. So it'll all help, and as you said, baby steps, and it will get easier. You know, as
Yeah.
I speak from experience, I totally understand.
I mean, this has been less than a week, hasn't it? You know, and I already feel like I'm, you know, I'm more conscious about, no, not more self-conscious, more aware
Yeah.
of taking decent photos. I mean, I've just done something I've not done before. I popped to Westfield. I stood in the middle of the square, give myself 10 seconds to get the right pose, and took a selfie of myself and people walking past. And normally I'd feel really embarrassed and wouldn't do that. So I think I just thought,
Yay.
what the heck? Let me just take a nice photograph. So
Brilliant. I love it.
create
Yes.
the monster. There'll be no stopping me now.
Brilliant. That's it.
Yeah.
It's great. Amazing. So, what are your goals for the future? What would you love to get to?
Oh, I'd love to be get to the stage where I can do, you know, be more visible on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm a professional singer. I have been singing for over 30 years, and I'm kind of relaunching my career at the moment. So it would be fantastic to feel that I can sort of make behind the scenes videos, that I can, you know, get on a camera and just sing a little song and put a message out, and just be able to have a lot more fun with it, so that I can then connect with people and build up, you know, a community, and just enjoy being on camera, because that's the way forward, isn't it? You know, that's how we are.
Amazing.
The
Well,
world's getting smaller,
yes.
isn't it? You know, so we can contact people internationally. So yes, I'm really excited about that. So
Brilliant. And it's so interesting, isn't it? How, like, as an international singer, you can stand on a stage in front of a lot of people and be so confident at singing, and yet in front of a camera, it's completely different.
isn't that amazing? I mean, I've sung in front of about crowds of 5,000 people, you know, perhaps more sometimes, and not batted an eyelid. But then when it comes to, you know, I guess it feels more personal in a way. I mean, I have done sort of lots of smaller gigs, but it's a different media, isn't it? You know, it's kind of, I guess when you're talking, when you're singing, you know, I am quite authentic when I sing, you know, I'm putting the message across from myself, but it's a different approach. Whereas when you're talking, it is all you, isn't it? It's you, and your mannerisms come out. But that's okay. That's who we are, you know, and that's what makes us us, you know. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Embrace all of us.
So I feel like I've sort of come, I'm really proud of myself for coming such a long way in such a short space of time.
Oh, I'm
Um,
so proud of you too. I
oh,
can't
you,
believe
thank
how
you.
much you've done even in the last week. It's brilliant.
Yes, it's really made me yeah, feel more excited about taking photographs. Whereas normally I'd sort of hide away and cringe, and I can think of it, I think, oh, I've got this great idea for an Instagram post, and then not do it.
Yeah.
So because I procrastinate and think, oh, but I'm going to come across this way and I don't look great today, and oh, what people are going to think? They're going to think I'm old, and you know. But I just need to get rid of that. You know, people that I can't control, you know, what other people think, but it's about me just being my authentic self, and being able to do what I'd like to do, which is connect on the internet more
Amazing.
constantly. So yeah, thank you.
Amazing. You're so welcome. And just lastly, do you want to share your social media handles so that people can follow you?
Yeah, sure. And it's I am Angie Tabs. Just
Amazing.
yeah,
On
and
Instagram.
that's Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm Angie Tabs on Facebook. Sorry, on YouTube I'm Angie Tabs, and Facebook I'm Angie Tabiner. That's my full name. And
Yeah.
then also on what have I missed out? YouTube. Oh,
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
oh yeah, I've got a SoundCloud account as well if people want to listen to my voice. It's soundcloud.com, all the W's, soundcloud.com/Angie Tabs. So I've got songs that I've written, you know, recently recorded, and I'm going to be putting some videos out of a gig I did recently. So
Oh, amazing. I can't wait to hear that.
yeah, so that'll be in the next couple of weeks. So that'll be cool. But
Oh,
yeah,
fantastic. I
thank
can't
you.
wait to see how you get on.
Thank you, Ginny. I'll keep
Awesome.
you posted. So, and you know, who knows, my album cover, I'll be coming to Ginny Marsh. Is it Marsh? Ginny Marsh, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
yeah, so thank you so much. I really appreciate all that. You know, and you've given me so much information with the handouts you've sent me as well. To sort of, I've read through them, but I'm going to keep going through them more thoroughly, and use some of the tips, and you know, put a lot of thought into it, because you talk about, you know, good sort of thinking about things that you really appreciate about yourself, and what compliments that other people have given you, and just sort of really build up that inner self-talk that's really positive instead of negative. So I appreciate all that. So
So
thank
welcome,
you.
Angie.
Thank
So
you.
welcome.